not going to be a long dissertation.
Really?
I had a long one prepared, but I'm going to...
Well, we don't speak Dutch, though, that's the problem.
No, but you can buy it in the store and read a book. I wanted to just introduce my family, my wife Angela. And then from Holland, my two sisters, Gea and Trineke. My cousin Ina. My brother-in-law Dick. And then my closest family, my daughter Kara. And those three guys, Jason, Jack, and Ryan. So, I wanted to participate in this celebration. Although you didn't want to get any presents.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't get the message.
We hope you can make an exception for both of your sisters.
All right.
We have bought a nice piece of art which reflects the love within your family, and they will present it now to you and Angela. We hope of this special day for my family. I see there are some people that brought a present. They couldn't read the invitation, I guess. Because your presence is my present, right? Exactly. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, if you're quiet, you can continue to eat.
Thank you.
This is not going to be a long dissertation.
Really?
I had a long one prepared, but I'm going to...
Well, we don't speak Dutch, though, that's the problem.
No, but you can buy it in the store and it'll be a book. I wanted to just introduce my family, my wife Angela. And then from Holland, my two sisters, Gea and Trineke. My cousin Ina. My brother-in-law Dick. And then my closest family, my daughter Kara. And those three guys, Jason, Jack, and Ryan. So I wanted to start with asking Dick. He wanted to come up here and I don't know why. He wants to say what he wants to say. Sister Trineke, this is my brother-in-law Dick. Dear Reint and Angela, can you understand me? I hope so.
We do.
Family and friends present here today. It's an honor for us to be present for both your 80 years birthdays and 50 years marriage. It was a long trip to get here, 11 hours flight, but we wouldn't have missed it for the world. This is the place to be with your family. Since the mid-80s, we have been traveling to San Diego and surroundings to meet with Reint and Angela and several places in the US. The US has become more or less our second home. It was a fantastic idea to arrange this celebration, and it's a pity that your other sister Henny could not be here because she passed away a couple of years ago. She would have loved to have been here. It's a great opportunity for us to meet some of your closest and dearest friends at this party, and I'm sure everyone will enjoy the day. For us, it's also a nice week of holiday, and we do some sightseeing in and around San Diego, and it's also great to see Kara, John, Jason, Jack, and Ryan again, because we were here in March. And they can be part of this very memorable day. Gea and Trineke, the sisters, have been really looking forward to this day, and are grateful to be able to participate in this celebration. Although you didn't want to get any presents, right? Yeah. You didn't get the message. We hope you can make an exception for both of your sisters. We have bought a nice piece of art which reflects the love within your family, and they will present it now to you and Angela. We hope it will be find a nice spot. If Angela can come here as well. Oh, she's not. Okay, somewhere in your house. And whenever you see it, it will remind you both of the strong bonds in the Reinders family. We wish you both many healthy and prosperous years in the future. Love, Gea and Trineke. And myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Dick.
Yeah, appreciate it. You want to go in? Oh yeah.
Much love, Gea and Trineke 2024. See, these are the two of you
Yeah.
with the heart. It's wonderful. You know, I can go around each table and there are just great stories that we all share, that we participated in, trips that we took together, dinners that we had, organizations that we formed and led. Remember that? In any case, here we are, and I came here in 1969 from Holland. I had lost my parents when I was 16, so I was kind of on my own. And I was kind of floating around when I was 20, 25 years old. And a friend of mine called me. He was working at the Tarrytown Hilton in New York. And he said, why don't you come over here for a year? Because they have a job as a trainee. I said, all right. So one Sunday, I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was staying at my sister's house, and I had no money. Well, I had a suitcase and $300. And I took a train from where she lived and traveled to Luxembourg. The only thing I could afford was Icelandic Air from Luxembourg that stopped in the middle of the night in Reykjavik for a layover.
I did
You know
that
what the
too.
inside that prop jet was like? You can imagine. In any case, it took forever. But finally, the next morning around 10:30, we landed in Idlewild, which was John F. Kennedy Airport, but it was Idlewild. And so my friends who were there to pick me up, and of course, you know, the only thing that people in Europe, most people in Europe, Dutch included, a picture have of the United States is tall buildings, big cars, and big roads and everything else. So we come out from the plane, and here they are. And what does he have? He has this big Buick Skylark. You know? We said, how could he afford a car like that, right? But that's what everybody drove. Go down the Van Wyck Expressway, big cars everywhere. Go West Side Highway, tall skyscraper. Overwhelming. We finally get down to Tarrytown, New York, at the Hilton, and we're having lunch in the Dutch Treat. That's what it was called. And the lady running, her name was Mariette Bongus. She was a Dutch lady. We sat down, we had lunch, and my friends were there and said, okay, you have to wait because the assistant to the general manager is going to come because she takes care of the trainees and tell you what to do, where to go, and so on. So here comes the assistant to the general manager. Yeah. And who was it? My wife. So she was really the first American I met in the United States. Now, we didn't, I mean, I was sleeping with her, but I didn't date her right away. That was a little too much to ask. But about 6 months later, we started dating, and we dated for about 5 years. And I was working with Marriott, and Marriott offered me a job in Newport Beach. And I went over to her house. She was still living with her parents, and I said, look, we have to get married now because I'm not going to California and then come back. So coming, the moving truck is coming, this and this date. If you want to go, then you have to have your stuff at my place at this and this time. Oh, he was sure enough. So in any case, that did it. We got married, and you know, the picture, this is from the wedding day. We did it in about 6 weeks. Of course, we were working at the hotel, so we had a party at the hotel. We got into the car the next morning and we drove up to California, and the rest is history. He was 79. So here's to Adrian. The other person we want to recognize is Dan Banshee. Dan was a close friend of all of us with Marriott. He was a general manager with Marriott. He fought a gallant battle against cancer. It receded, it came back, it receded, and finally, I think he realized, okay, I'm going to be moving on. He passed away at only 69 years age. So here's to Dan. Here's to Dan. I hope they're all looking down on us and say, have a good time. So that's enough. Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you, Reint.
And here's to Reint and Angela.
Cheers. Cheers. The anniversary.